welcome into your reading. This is going to be a general tarot message for you guys, intending to be for the month of February 2024. But if you come across this reading any other time, hopefully you find a message here for you as well. I'm also reading the day before the new moon in Aquarius, so hopefully this is also a collective type of reading as well. So when I was preparing for your reading, I was going to put this card on the table. As I always do, I usually indicate which sign I'm reading for with a card. And then I chose to use the rest of this deck. It is the Arcana of Astrology deck. And then just to pull some oracle cards for you just to see what comes out. And I swear, so the new moon came out and we are in the new Aquarius new moon energy. As I mentioned, tomorrow is the new moon in Aquarius. And then this card, the 11th house, came out as well. So I'm just taking this as confirmation that this reading is going to be truthful for the majority of the watchers or the listeners today. All right, so this is telling me we are on the right path. We're on the right track with the reading and the message that comes through, okay? So I was excited for that. I'm curious to see what comes through for us at this time. And then, so I'm also pulling from the Santa Muerte Oracle. This is the card of emotions. And then I pulled from the Witching Hour Oracle, enter at your own risk. It's telling you to pause. So a few messages with this. This is saying, remember why you're doing the thing you're doing. All right. If you're not coming from a place of the heart, then everything you're doing is rooted from some sort of external purpose outside of you. Very much the ego, right? Ego oriented, which means that your efforts and the endeavor that you are working on, that you're trying to, that you're doing is just going to become stagnant and not really go anywhere if you're not coming from a place of the heart. And the word stagnant came out here. And then we got this card, which means pause, right? To take a stop. Okay. So you may be in the process of starting something new or just about to like step into something. And there's something about this new territory, this new situation that you probably are hesitating about, right? Like you probably have a little bit of doubt. You probably aren't all about it or all for it. If you find yourself like feeling pressured to still do it, this card of emotions is saying, okay, like you're not coming from your whole heart. So that's already your indicator that you shouldn't be going, right? That you shouldn't be doing this. So it does come with a lot of hesitation and fearful energy that I'm getting with this card here. Do you think that you are faced with something that you're just really intimidated by? There's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of darkness around this situation. And I know from what I know from the Aquarian energy, you guys need to know. You need to know what you're getting yourself into. You cannot be forced or coerced or pressured into doing something. Sometimes you'll do it because of your good heart and you want to help out a person or be there for a group of people. But more often than not, you know how to put up your boundaries. So I don't know if you're feeling forced or like it's a lose-lose situation, like damn if you do, damn if you don't type of thing. I'm not too sure. So we're going to get more cards. Right now I'm pulling cards for your personal energy. So mind, heart, body, soul of the Aquarius at this time, please. What is the most important message that the Aquarian needs to know right now? Who am I reading for? Let's step into these messages. Aquarius, please. Aquarius, general personal energy. What is the Aquarius about at this time? All right, the sun. Okay, good. So here's clarity, knowledge. I'm getting knowledge. maybe like more information. Okay, so clarity, information, you're gaining information about this thing. The light is coming through to shine on whatever this dark is. So that's good. What else, please? The Knight of Cups. Okay, so yeah, here's the emotional part. So there's emotions intermingled or intertwined with this uncertainty, this dark monster. You know, I don't know if this is like a monster of fear that is coming through within you, or if you see something external to you as fearful. Could be both. What else? One more for their personal energy. It's a big step. It's intimidating. It's a lot to take in. Maybe you're thinking that this thing is a lot to handle. I'm feeling church vibes or spiritual help, spiritual assistance. And the Three of Swords, yeah. So I don't know, spiritual assistance as in your spirit guides, your spirit team are stepping in to help you out with this emotion or with this feeling. But there's a intense sadness around this, okay? Yes, you have the Sun card where you probably know intellectually, logically, practically that you're okay, right? Like on a physical, 3D, mundane level, you're okay. But your emotions are stirring up and you're hurt. You're hurt. Like you're sensitive. Like your sensitivity is heightened, like sensitive to the touch or oversensitive. Like if somebody were to use a certain tone with you, or you know, like any little word that they use, if they use the wrong word, it can touch you or hit you in the wrong way. I'm getting like touchy, but just sensitive. Like at any moment there is this feeling of releasing and letting out your tears and letting out this pain. Okay, I don't know if you recently went through a loss or experienced a loss. And I feel that the spiritual aspect of this is coming through in the form of you grabbing on to your faith, grabbing on to spirit, God, source, you know, whatever it is that you believe in, and trying to like hold on for dear life so you don't feel so horrible, so hurt anymore. But there is this balance of light and dark coming through with you right now. It's like you just want healing. You want to be healed. You want this thing to be okay. You want answers, or you want somebody to fix something for you. And I feel like if you had it your way, like God, your fairy godmother, you're a parent, like somebody, you know, can't somebody just fix this for me? Like that's how I'm feeling that an Aquarius is feeling or saying, like, just fix it, right? Like maybe you feel so overwhelmed that you can't do it yourself, or you feel like you can't do it yourself. So yeah, it's this immense amount of healing that I'm feeling that you are craving, you're yearning for. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Let's see what is in the environment. Usually the energy in the environment is what is causing the personal energy here. This could be in the form of people, situations you find yourself in, a certain specific circumstance that you find yourself in. What's in the environment for the Aquarius, please? A new start. Here's the star. Here's your energy. In your environment there, so far, there's beautiful stuff going on. I don't know if you see it that way. I mean, the sun is literally here. And ironically, the way the sun is portrayed and depicted in this deck, there's darkness to it, right? So the eclipses of 2025 may be playing a role for you at this time. Did I say February 2024 at the beginning of the reading? I don't remember. Sorry, 2025. We are in the year 2025. Okay, I have to remind myself this. All right, the Fool, the Star. One more, please. Oh, and Strength. Well, yeah, I mean, overall, it just feels like a big moment, you know? There's just this, something is going on in your life right now that is huge. And there's a lot that's happening on an internal level and an external level. You know, it's impacting you, right? And this is, I'm feeling it to be like a catalyst, you know, like whatever in the external that's going on, it's touching and targeting something inside of you, emotions inside of you. I'm feeling more than anything, it's targeting your perspective of your own inner power or your own inner strength. This is like a test. Like sometimes we go through these big moments and we think to ourselves like, why me or whatever. I'm feeling it that I don't know if this is true, but somebody here is perceiving it to be a thing of like, is the universe testing me right now? Is God testing me? You know? And if so, it's like, why? Like, why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to be the one to be tested? You know, why am I the one that has to step up and go out there and do this type of work or make this change but I can't say like that in whatever is in your environment is negative, because there's nothing here indicating that it is. Strength is a beautiful thing. It just takes you out of your comfort zone, right? It's that feeling of like, you'd rather not, you'd rather not go out that door and face the world, right? But something here, this new start, which means it's telling me that there has been a loss recently. But this new start is going to propel you and send you off into the next phase of your life. And in most cases, you know, maybe in other circumstances, or if you were just a little less fearful or something like that, or a little less comfortable, maybe you would be all about it, right? Maybe, I don't know, because we do know you and your fixed energy and preferring to not make any moves or changes. You've created a life for yourself, and you've it's a comfortable life, it's a familiar life, it's a safe life, right? And you've worked really hard to create this life. But right now, life is coming at you and it's shaking things up, because you're meant to go to the next phase. Those comfortable, familiar moments are beautiful, and we work so hard to get there, but they don't last forever. We're meant to evolve. We're meant to change. We're meant to push ourselves, and we're meant to use what we've learned, right? Or help others, especially when it comes to moments like this of us being able to accomplish something huge in life. When we go through this like sort of death rebirth and we create another life for ourselves, like it's a whole process, and that takes years to do. But when you've done it beautifully, when you've done it gracefully, and you can come out of the other side, what then? Right? In those moments, it's like lead by example, teach someone else, you know, help in some way. And I'm getting this feeling of help as you go into your next phase. But there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of inspiration, creativity. This is just like I said, a big moment for you. So it could feel intimidating, and you can feel like you don't know where you're going, or if you should or if you shouldn't, because there's something here that is making itself feel as though it's not good, it's negative, right? So I don't know, but we will see. Let's get some more information for the Aquarius here. I'm getting the elephant in the room. Maybe something needs to be spoken about. Maybe you need to share how you're feeling with a group of people or with a person. I'm getting that this Knight of Cups here, although has intense, deep feelings and emotions, doesn't share them very well. There's also this feeling of being unheard. Like even if you try to share, you try to talk to someone, it feels like no one's listening or no one is taking it serious. What else for the Aquarius, please? This is just more details of your situation. It could possibly break down the month of February for you. So we're going to start off with the beginning of the month and see what's coming toward you at this time. What does Aquarius need to anticipate, prepare for, know about that may come up in the month of February, please? Beautiful. Queen of Wands. Okay. So you're totally capable. You have the fire under you. There is intention. There's direction. Your eyes are set on something that you are trying to accomplish. It feels like you have no choice. It's one of those things where like, oh, I'm also getting strongly here. It feels like somebody here recently went through a loss, but separately something happened to where there's other parts of life that's changing, and like there's something that's requiring you to step up, right? So it's like, dang it. So for example, let's say you are a leader, right? Like you at work, okay? You're a leader, you're a boss, you're a manager, you're something like that. And you just went through a loss, right? And you'd rather take some time off or something, but work is now all of the sudden demanding, right? And you have to step up because this thing that's happening, only you can do, right? So it's like you're hurting, you're in pain, and you'd rather heal at this time, but there's something in your environment that's happening and you cannot say no, because this is a beautiful thing. This is a new start. This is like a good opportunity. Does that make sense? So it's like, oof, like you have to push through the pain. You have to push through the heartache because you need to say yes to this situation that is separate from this loss that you went through. And you can definitely do it. I do think that you know how to do this. You have what it takes. I mean, it does feel like you're the only one that can. So it's just a lot, you know. Oh, beautiful. I love this. The Queen of Wands and the Empress. Oh my God. Male or female? Like, you're good. There's an opportunity coming through really soon here. Within the next week or two. You're, like I said, somebody here, it could be in a leadership capacity here with the Empress. If you play your cards right, you can potentially create an environment where you don't have to do so much work, okay? You can still do the rest or get the rest that you need to get. But it's like putting people in their place in order to get that rest, because the Seven of Wands is coming out saying that there's a lot coming at you all at once. So, you know, just taking it day by day or focusing on what is most important, or those one or two things that if you do those things, it could potentially like fix all of the other stuff, right? Like prioritize. But it's got, like I said, it's going to feel like you are being hit like by many things all at once. Maybe you're going to feel like you're a little targeted. You're going to want to give up, right? So keep up your energy levels. Make sure that you're getting good sleep and that you're staying hydrated. Like physically, it feels like you need to be on point, because a day of a night of bad sleep, or maybe just you being burnt out at work or something like that, can affect everything. Okay, so just take it day by day, moment by moment. Take a breather, take a rest when you need to, because it does feel like high energy and a lot happening all at once. You may be, there may be another person in your environment that is also playing a role here. All right. I don't know if the both of you are a team, doing this thing together. If this involves whatever it is that's hurting you, there may be some back and forth words that are, given, conversations, maybe some arguments. It feels like it's going from not talking to arguing or to defending yourself. Again, being a little overly sensitive and touchy. One person is just a little bit more aggressive and direct. With the Queen of Wands here, when a Queen of Wands, male or female, is sort of at its limits and it feels like it's just being bombarded, right? Like there is a snapping that occurs. Okay, so this person can be cool, calm, collected, or whatever, but at some point it's like enough is enough. They put their foot down and they put people in their place. That's how it feels. And I feel that this person here is observing and watching something happen. There's one person that knows that they have the upper hand in this situation. It's almost as though the person that has the upper hand doesn't have to say a thing, because it's just known. Okay, so I don't know. It's like one person is the bad guy, one person's the good guy. But somebody has the resources, the money, the time, the energy to provide. Okay, so whereas the other person probably has the executive ability or the vision or, the ability to direct people, something like that. So I don't know how this is playing out. I can get some clarifiers in a second. All right, what else is coming through? Aquarius. Okay, King of Pentacles. Yeah, so, okay, there's a lot of people involved in this situation. Money, work, status, dependability, trustworthiness, respect. These are like top dogs, like executives or people that have high stakes in a situation. What is going on here? all of a sudden it's taken a little bit of a turn with the Devil. Oh, there's the Sun again. I mean, you're indulgent, you're tempted. You're definitely tempted to do something. I am so curious about what's happening here, because I mean, in this reading, a lot of people are coming through. Sometimes I'll read for, signs, and it's just like about them, their feelings and their psyche and what's going on. But this feels very external to me. This feels like environmental stuff, surroundings. We did get the 11th house here. Obviously, the sign of Aquarius rules that house, whether you are an Aquarius rising or sun or moon or whatever, right? Like just the energy of the 11th house taking Aquarius out is about people, right? It's about networking. It's about the people that are in our social scene, our environment. Or it could be like even extended family or friends, the people that don't live at home, right, with you. So, In the middle of the month, there are two people here. Somebody is, like I said, very dependable, trustworthy, grounded for sure. Okay. This is somebody that you probably respect and value and cherish, and, you know, they have their shit together, things like that. And then you have another person who is trying to run away and who is a little detached and cold. This person is a no nonsense, like, don't come at me with any BS. All right. But there's the devil here in the middle, which is telling me that there is some BS going on somewhere. I don't know if somebody here is trying to trap another person because they have money or use their status, their resources, their social scene, or I don't know, like who they are, right? Like it makes me feel like this person is like, do you know who I am? Or they are somebody. And this person is like, I don't care. Okay. I don't care who you are, what you have to offer. Like, I'm going toward the sun, right? I'm going toward what's good for me, what I want. I'm going toward the truth, no matter what this is. And this other person is not coming clearly, openly, honestly. There is a darkness here, and this could be the thing that is intimidating you, that is causing you to take a step back and to like not move any further. Because you know and you sense that not all is as it seems. You sense that this person may be trying to trap you in some way, maybe trying to manipulate you in some way. Okay. I don't know if you're the one doing that or if somebody else is doing that, or this is just a dynamic that you are witnessing as well. Because again, in top here, there's other people. What else, please? It feels like there's a lot of drama, okay? It feels like, yeah, a lot of drama. Oh my God, are you kidding? There's another person here. Okay, what's happening? I'm not even going to say that, because I was going to say this is not all these people. These are just different aspects of you. But I feel like this could be both, right? Like you have to be different ways. You have to show up differently to deal with these different people. So for one, yes, there's different people, but two, you can be stepping into different sides of you or different versions of you, depending on who you're hanging out with or talking to or something like that. Oh, okay. I was waiting for the tower to come through. One more. My instincts when I either read something like this for someone or I'm going through something like this, which it's been such a long time since I've had to deal with people. Seven of Swords. Okay. My instinct is always to like I'm out. I disappear. I go MIA. I go, like, I don't have time to, it's not even about the time. I have all the time in the world. I have all the time in the world to deal with all the drama, but I just don't want to. Okay. And I get everybody is different, right? But this is sucking, right? Like sucking life out of your energy field, you know, like you can be using all of that to heal and to focus on yourself and to, like, this stuff does not matter to your overall quality of life, you know? And maybe you're a social butterfly. Maybe you're an extrovert and maybe you're in the scene and you know, like you have to deal with people and that's what you prefer. Okay, so I understand that. And if that is the case, yes, you are dealing with a lot of people. Like, oh my God, what is this? At the end of the month, you have another person coming through that you've been waiting to hear from. And whatever message they're giving you, it just totally breaks you down. You know, it breaks something down. It breaks down a relationship between you and another person. It what is the word? Shows the truth out of all of the illusion and the things that have been covered up. And like, it feels like people are telling you things from everywhere to like keep you, to hold you. You're just like, what's the truth? I just want the truth. That's all I want is the truth. There's like influencers or people who are saying like, you should do this, or I have your back, or don't, you know, you can trust me. Like, I can help you. But somebody here that is more nurturing, loving, quiet, to themselves, you would think that they are not the one to actually know what's up and what's happening. But the entire time, they are the ones that know everything. So whoever this person is that is not gaslighting you, the person that is not there trying to persuade you or manipulate you or influence you, the person that's keeping quiet and to themselves is the one that has the truth. This is the one that knows what's going on for real. And at the end of the month, they may be the ones to, you know, tell you the information that you've been waiting for. I think that they're just waiting for you to go to them and just be like, hey, do you know what's going on? Like they know that the time is going to come that you're going to go to them. They already know that. Like this person is highly like observant. You can say that they're psychic, but it's not that. It's just they see this whole situation for what it is. So they know, right, the outcome and what's going to happen. They know that you're going to come to them at some point. And everything will come out into the open when that happens. All right, let's get some clarifiers. I don't even know where to start. All right, let's start off with what is hurting you. Why are you sad? Eight of Cups. Your wish and dream. Something about your wish and dream. You feel like it's not coming true. You've been waiting on something for a long time. And you're like, like I have to face reality. King of Swords. Eight of Cups. King of Swords is coming through like there's no emotion with the King of Swords, right? Like it's just, it is what it is. Cold energy. Probably just gave it to you strong, gave it to you hard, whatever the truth, or not the truth, but this message, whatever has you hurting. It just like burst your bubble in a sense, you know. For some of you, if you were dealing with another person that you liked or that you were talking to or maybe even had a little relationship with or something like that, they probably went silent on you with the King of Swords. Yeah, there was just a lot of like hope for something and, you know, it just didn't happen. That has you sad and I'm sorry that happened to you. What is the Fool and the Star? What is this new start here in your environment? The Devil. The Six of Cups. Bro. Sorry. Like, why are you going to your past? Why are you going to your past right now? You think that how can the past be a new start? Like the Fool represents a new start. Yeah, the Six of Cups. How can the past be a new start? I don't like that. No. Okay, you can think of it that way all you want, but it's not that way. You're revisiting something from the past. All right. When you revisit things from the past, they pick up where they left off. That's just how it is. This is not new.